Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a review and test track on the new C8 Z51 with the Mag Ride. I bought this car again about 2 weeks ago and took it on track, and overall the car is extremely good. Nice balance and very fun to drive. With the stock setup, however, in terms of alignment, it is an absolute tire eater on the front end, and I'll show you that in a moment. I'm just going to give you a little side view of the car here and a little walk around. The styling, especially in black, in my mind looks extremely good. I think the car is really exotic looking. Performance is great. The 0 to 60 times are really nice. I did take it on track, and it is about 1 second slower than my ZL1. Taking the same lines, the advantage to the ZL1, of course, is down the straights. You can get more speed, about 10 kilometers an hour more, in fact. This seems to carve maybe a little better, but the tire wear is far more excessive, I found. So I'm going to be doing a camber adjustment. I'm going to start off with -2 in the front and -1.5 in the back, just to see where we go from there. You can see this is the front right side, passenger side, and the wear is pretty good there. You can definitely see some pieces missing out of the outer wear, but the front left, as you'll see, is down to the cord on the outside right in here. So pieces missing, and that is an alignment thing. So they're known for that. The track setting from GM actually calls for -3 degrees, which would be too excessive in my mind on street. But I'm going to start with -2 and we'll see how it goes from there. Brakes were really good. I found the ZL1 probably stopped a little better, in fact. But there was no brake fade at all. I had to put more pressure on the Corvette, even though I was going at lower rate of speed. But I mean, still plenty of stopping power. But I did not notice fade as I did with the ZL1. So I'll still put the Castrol SRF in there, but I didn't notice any fade at all through the track time. The kind of the same deal with the ZL1 when you're going into track usage. It defaults back to your last mode that you're in on the street. So if I start the car up, wonderful exhaust out of these two, by the way. It'll go back to my mode, which is what I run in. So when you go into my mode, you can actually fine-tune the parameters in the car, which is kind of neat. So that is weather mode. If I go back into my mode, you can adjust the steering, the suspension, the brake feel, and the engine sound. So in my mode, I just keep the suspension at the softest setting. The ride is extremely smooth, and steering feel in sport, brake feel moderate, and then exhaust note at the highest setting. So when you're, again, it's the same thing. When you go on track, you have to put it into, you turn the little dial under here, go into track mode, double tap your traction control, and then you will have your performance management programs. So you can go into wet, dry, sport, race 1, race 2. So I am keeping it with a little bit of stability control on right now. In sport, it will still allow the back end to get out and still put power down, but some nannies are still in place, which is perfectly fine for me. Tire pressure gauge on the car seems to be fairly accurate, but I actually have a gauge that I put on. PSI cold from the factory setting is 30 PSI. You should run at least 26 cold before you go on track, because they'll easily get up to 4 psi or higher, depending on the day. So you want to drop them at least 4, and then at the end of the track day go back to your stock setting after the tires have cooled. Other than that, this one is a Z51 with the MagRide. So, one note, when ordering one of these C8s, if you want to go into those traction management programs, the only way you can get that is with MagRide. So you have to select the MagRide option in order to get those other set of parameters. Even though you order a Z51, you still have to get the MagRide option. So I wasn't aware of that until I researched a little further, and that's the reason I got this car, because it had that option. This one's got the 3LT, so it's got the competition seats, which gives you side bolstering adjustability. It's got ventilated and heated. Nice tight fitment. I find the ZL1 seats a little more comfortable, but these are certainly fine. Alcantara everywhere. The fit and finish inside the car is absolutely fantastic. And this one's got the transparent roof, which is a nice feature. And other than that, you know, I'm really happy with the car overall. So hope you enjoyed this. So we're going to go out on track now, and we are running a 227.8 at Calabogie. And just as a side note, the ZL1 does a 226.6, so 1 second difference. And if you go on road and track, and they compare the two cars, this exact car here, the Z51 with MagRide, compared to a base ZL1, they are getting the exact same time. There's a 1 second difference between the two cars. So the ZL1 is still a little quicker on track, and of course if you get into the 1LE ZL1, you get a full 3 seconds over the ZL1, so 4 seconds quicker than this car. So it's a great car, but the ZL1 is still the track killer. So hope you enjoy the video.